New Zealand Airport sets a 3-minute hug limit, a modern goodbye in a busy world. Imagine this. You're standing at an airport drop-off zone, saying goodbye to a loved one. Maybe it's your best friend heading overseas, a parent on their first trip in years, or your partner about to board a long-haul flight. There are hugs, words of encouragement, sometimes a few tears, and a deep wish that the journey ahead will be safe and memorable. For many people, these moments are important, a final touch or embrace before distance, time, and travel take someone far away. But what if you had only 3 minutes to say your goodbyes? This is not a story from science fiction or a strict new social rule. It's a real situation now unfolding at Dunedin Airport in New Zealand. In the fall of 2024, this airport became known around the world for introducing a 3-minute hug limit in its drop-off area, using friendly signs to remind travelers and their loved ones. Max hug time, 3 minutes. This small policy has triggered big conversations, not just about airport traffic, but about how we say goodbye, the importance of human connection, and how modern life shapes even our most personal moments. Where did this rule come from? The answer, perhaps unsurprisingly, is traffic. Like many small and mid-sized airports, Dunedin's main entrance area was becoming congested, especially during busy hours. Cars lined up, passengers unloading, relatives hugging for long stretches. These scenes sometimes caused traffic to back up, making it hard for others to get to their flights or pick up loved ones. After a major renovation, the airport's leadership decided they needed a gentle but effective way to keep cars and people moving. Instead of strict enforcement, heavy fines, or traffic officers with whistles, they chose humor and friendliness. Thus, the 3-minute hug limit was born, with simple signs asking people to catch flights, not feelings. If you need a longer goodbye, they suggest, please use the free 15-minute parking lot just steps away. Airport CEO Dan DeBono says the main goal is to keep the drop-off zone flowing smoothly. They aren't actually sending hug police to check how long you hold your loved one. But the playful reminders have become a talking point not just in New Zealand, but worldwide. The science and psychology of goodbyes. Saying goodbye is not just a logistical act. It's an emotional ritual. For many people, a long hug, a last look, or a reassuring squeeze of the hand helps reduce anxiety about travel and strengthens bonds before separation. Research shows that even short periods of physical contact, like a 20-second hug, can increase oxytocin, the so-called cuddle hormone, and lower stress. But is 3 minutes enough? Some people believe it's more than enough time. Others argue that real love cannot be measured by a stopwatch. Social media exploded with opinions. Some people laughed, others complained about government overreach, while still others praised the airport's humorous and practical solution. The truth is, time is relative. For a child clinging to a parent, 3 minutes may feel short. For others, especially in a busy drop-off area, even 30 seconds can feel awkward. The important point, according to psychologists, is that the quality of connection often matters more than the quantity of time. A global trend in a crowded world. New Zealand is not alone in facing this challenge. All over the world, as air travel becomes more common and airports get busier, managing the flow of people and cars is a constant concern. Many airports already have signs warning no waiting or drop-off only, and some charge high fees for those who linger too long. Aalborg Airport in Denmark once put up a sign limiting kisses and hugs to 3 minutes as well, using humor to remind travelers not to hold up traffic. Some airports in the United States have installed barriers or use camera systems to monitor how long cars stop in loading zones. Others have simply raised the cost of parking, encouraging people to move on quickly. What makes the Dunedin case stand out is not just the rule itself, but the way it is presented. There's no harsh warning, no security guard checking their watch. Instead, the policy is delivered with a smile, suggesting that we can care about both efficiency and human feelings at the same time. The role of rituals in travel. Travel, by its nature, is full of ritual. We pack our bags, check our passports, line up at security, and then say goodbye, often in the same way every time. For some, it's a quick handshake or a wave. For others, it's a tight, lingering hug or a whispered promise to keep in touch. These rituals help us manage the stress of separation and the uncertainty of journeys. They mark the transition from one part of life to another. Even in a world of video calls, instant messaging, and social media, the goodbye at the airport remains a deeply meaningful moment. So what happens when we're told to speed things up? Does it make the goodbye less meaningful? Or does it simply reflect the reality of a busier, faster world? Balancing efficiency and emotion. The challenge for modern airports, and for society as a whole, is to find the right balance between efficiency and emotion. Airports are complex systems where a few extra minutes of waiting can lead to missed flights, traffic jams, and frayed nerves. But there are also places filled with stories of reunions, departures, hopes, and dreams. Dunedin Airport's hug limit may be a sign of things to come. As cities grow and public spaces become more crowded, we may see more gentle nudges like this, reminders to keep moving, even during moments that feel timeless. At the same time, the policy also highlights the value we place on personal connection. The strong public reaction to the 3-minute hug rule shows just how much people care about these small, human moments, even in the middle of a busy, modern life. When a rule becomes a mirror, sometimes small rules can shine a light on bigger questions. Why do we hug goodbye? What does it mean to say farewell, and why does it matter? Are we moving too fast in our daily lives, or are we simply adapting to the pressures of a crowded planet? The airport solution is both a reflection of the world we live in and a gentle challenge to all of us. How do we keep space in our lives for real connection, even when time and space are limited? Can we find ways to express care, warmth, and love, even when the clock is ticking? Perspectives from around the world. The news from Dunedin sparked debate far beyond New Zealand. In online forums and newspaper columns, people from all over the world shared their opinions and stories. Some recalled teary goodbyes with parents or partners before long journeys. Others remembered how a simple wave or smile had to be enough when airport security lines were long. Some airport workers commented that the rule was practical. People would stay in the drop-off zone for 10 or 15 minutes sometimes, one person wrote, and that made it really hard for anyone else to unload. Others saw humor in the situation. I never knew my emotional life would be scheduled by airport signs, joked a frequent flyer. Some questioned whether 3 minutes was too generous, while a few insisted that no one can tell me how long to hug my family. Finding meaning in the modern goodbye. Whether you agree with the 3-minute rule or not, it raises real questions about how we live and love today. Modern life is often rushed and busy, but it is also creative and adaptive. We find new ways to connect, new ways to make moments count. Maybe, in the end, it isn't about the number of minutes you have. Maybe it's about how you use them. A heartfelt hug, a sincere goodbye, even a quick squeeze of the hand can mean everything if given with full attention and care. And maybe, too, this story is a gentle reminder. When we do have more time, at home, in quiet moments, or in other places, we should use it well. Tell your loved ones you care, not just at the airport, but every chance you get. The human touch in a high-speed world. The Dunedin Airport hug limit is a small sign in one corner of the world, but it has started a much larger conversation. How do we hold on to our human rituals in a world that is always in motion? How do we keep space for kindness, affection, and warmth, even as we try to keep up with schedules and systems? Perhaps there is no perfect answer, but as long as people keep showing up to say goodbye, and as long as airports, with a sense of humor and understanding, give us even a few minutes to make it meaningful, the human touch will survive. And when your next airport goodbye comes, remember, you may only have 3 minutes, but you can fill them with love that lasts much longer.